Today, I'm going to teach you my top 3 ninja hacks that are going to help you end no-shows forever. Now, the first is pretty simple. It's just a conversation. A lot of the time in online marketing, people have lost the simple art of conversing. And what we find is that when we have a conversation with one of our prospects, the chances of them showing up are much, much higher because we've built a connection. So whether that's having a conversation before they get booked in, or perhaps they book a call and then we're having a conversation with them via text or via messenger, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to talk to them about what their goals are. You're going to be able to ask them, what they want to achieve, what they've struggled with, what they've done in the past, and you've warmed the prospect up. They already know who they're talking to. They already know that they're going to have a chat to you on the phone. So when they don't show up, they're just a plain they don't, because of what you've been able to say to them, because they then want the call. Because at the end of the day, the reason why people don't show up to their calls is because they have a change of mind, they find something better, they feel it's not the right fit, they feel overwhelmed. And what we're doing with this no-show process is we're overcoming all of these. And the number one way to do that is to have that mini conversation before you actually jump on the call. The next thing is value. Number 2, it's so important that people see you as the answer to their problem. And if they believe that you can find the solution, of course they're going to jump on that phone call with you. So let's have a think about a prospect. If someone's just come straight through a landing page, there's no conversation, they've just read a few information, it's not a very well thought out landing page, it's just effectively a buy my stuff. So the landing page, people aren't going to relate to you. They're not going to understand who you are. In our business, we help women with thyroid problems and menopause. The landing page is about hypothyroidism. It's about menopause, and they get to learn. They're educated. They realize that this is the solution. And if you don't deliver some sort of value in advance, the prospect isn't going to show up. The next thing is, and this is really important, is after they book, you've got to take them somewhere. And we call this a transfer of trust page. Now, the transfer of trust page is quite different from the landing page, because the landing page was selling people. The transfer of trust page is the site they get redirected to after they book, or that you can send to them via message. And what happens on this page is people are going to understand what the next steps are. Congratulations for booking a call. Your coach is going to call you. Please make sure you're in a quiet place so they don't feel overwhelmed. They know the exact next steps as to what is going to happen. Now, also on that page, you have extended videos so that they have the opportunity to take on as much information about you as possible. So what we do is we have 3 short 1-minute videos just explaining our company values, ethics, what we do in a little bit more detail, and how we're going to change your life. But the big one here is we actually put our webinar on this page. We have a full 40-minute presentation explaining everything about our business, why they should work with us, etc., with testimonials, all that sort of jazz. And when someone's actually sat through 40 minutes of your content, the chances of them not only picking up the phone, answering the call, and signing, it's then actually signing up. And a lot of the time, our sales guys report, when people have watched that webinar, a matter of picking up the phone, getting credit card details, and they're signed up. And it's not uncommon for a call to take about 15 minutes. The third thing that I'm going to leave you with is kind of 2 things. It's the technical stuff. It's having a reminder series. So what we do is we send people emails and texts immediately, 24 hours out, and 2 hours before the call, so that people can't forget, so they know that when their call is. And the second thing is we only allow people to book within a 48-hour window. Now, we've tried and tested this many times. We've even tried 72 hours, but the reality is every single day that they book away is another 50% chance that they're not showing up. We used to let people book like 2 weeks in advance. And what would happen if someone booked 14 days away? Not a chance they're going to show up. And even for 72 hours, if someone books in 3 days, it's still very low. So we really push people to book in that first 24-hour period. And you can even give people like a little reward, like a free ebook or free guide or something along those lines if they book a call within that next 24 hours. Now, when you stack these 3 things together, these things are really going to solve your no-show problem so that you can get more prospects on the calls, make more sales, and make more money.